Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a store cupboard recipe. My son and his wife just had a baby about 5-6 weeks ago and they're after a pasta dish, so I said send me everything that's in your cupboard and I'll see what I can do. So we're going to be making chicken and bacon pasta, so stick around and see how I do. First things first, I've got 500 grams, I'm doing a bit for a couple of days by the way in case you're wondering. I've got 500 grams of whole wheat pasta which I'm going to pop into boiling water and let that do its thing. First, I'm putting my pan onto a medium heat and I'm going to saute some onions and some bacon. Now I've got one full pack of bacon here just purely because it's going to get used up. In that goes, and in with that I'm going to put 2 finely chopped onions. The reason I'm putting those in together is because I want the bacon fat to render and help the onions along a bit, but I don't want to burn my onions. I'm aiming for just translucent as ever. So I'll be back with you when I've done that. So as my bacon has now rendered out all of its horrible fatty stuff and my onions have become translucent, I'm going to add some garlic, and I'm going to add just garlic granules, about, I don't know, let's have a look, about that much, about 2 teaspoons maybe. Let your heart decide on this one, guys. Might need more later. And I'm going to give that another cook through. That will help to dry out some of the juices in the pan, which you tend to get when you've got shop bought bacon for some reason. I think I'll put a little bit more in actually. So about 2.5 teaspoons there going in. I'm going to add the other ingredient you sent me, which is some cooked chicken slices. So I'm going to pop that in. This will just help the meal go a little bit further and be a tad more filling than it should be, or would be, should we say. As this chicken's not defrosted, I'm going to defrost it in the pan. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to check on my pasta to see how it's doing. So I'm going to strain my pasta. So now that my chicken's defrosted, what I'm going to add is some Dolmio sauce. It's left over from a lasagna I did them last week, so I'm going to pop that in. Along with some milk just to make it go a little bit further. And all I'm going to do is shake the jar. So, milk, jar, in it goes. I might need a bit more in a minute, so I'll keep hold of that. And we're just going to spread it around. So that's just semi-skimmed milk going in there. As you can see, it's a lot thinner. Now I do want a little bit more in there, and there's still some left in the bottom. The jar is still a bit creamy, as you can see, so I'm going to add a little bit more because I am going to add some cheese to this to give it a load of flavour, because I don't have a lot of sauce. It's mainly just milk, so to thicken it up, we're going to use sauce. We're going to use cheese. Give it a stir, and then what I'm going to do is add the cheese. So I've got 40 grams of Parmesan cheese grated, which I'm just going to pop in, and that'll give it a lovely salty flavour. Ooh, if you don't spill it all over your cooker. Now then, I have to say, if you are going to do this, it is important to make this slightly thinner than you would normally do, for the simple reason the pasta will thicken it up. Pasta absorbs a lot of fluid, and I'm just going to give it a taste to see how it's doing. See if it needs any more of anything. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. That's grand. So all I'm going to do with this is add some pepper, some black pepper, because I think you can't go far wrong with a bit of black pepper. especially when it's a creamy sauce, well, any sauce really. So some black pepper, and I've got a handful of garlic chives here, which I'm going to pop in as well, just for colour. And that'll obviously enhance the garlic flavour in our. I'm going to add my pasta. Not sure if I'm adding it all, but we'll add most of it anyway and see where we get to, because I don't want to overdo it. Okay, I'm just going to turn off my heat because I don't want this to do too much more cooking, because I'm going to put it into the dish so that they can reheat it later really. Now you can add peas and stuff to this. I know my son loves to boil some peas to go with this, so he's fine that way. You can add peas, mushrooms, whatever your heart desires. So all I'm going to do with this now is pop it into a dish. So she's given me a baking dish, which I'm going to pop it into in a minute when I've done this. Just pop it in. I'm doing it this way so it doesn't go everywhere. As I say though, a lot of the sauce on the bottom there will soak up into the pasta as it goes along. There we go. And then all I'm going to do on the top is add a mixture of mozzarella and red Leicester on top to add to the cheesiness. So a little sprinkle of the mozzarella to give it a bit of stringiness, and then some red Leicester for colour. I know it's not traditional, but we're just using what we've got. You could actually leave out these cheeses if you wish and just have it as pasta. And that's our pasta bake done. I'm going to tell them to put it in the oven, gas mark 6, 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 160 degrees for a fan for about 20 to 30 minutes until the cheese is nice and bubbly. Hi, just putting in here to say that my pasta dish was well received by my son and daughter-in-law. If you want to give it a try, then let me know how you get on. Otherwise, if you like what you saw, please hit me up with a thumbs up. Leave a comment below to ask me any questions that you might have. Anyway, for now, Liz out.